Once upon a time there was a girl who lived in a big garden in the middle of a forest. And she was beautiful and she was radiant. She talked to the flowers in a language that butterflies, bees and hummingbirds understood. The flowers were nature's delicate brushstroke, a symphony of scents and hues. The roses were crimson velvet, a fragrant heart of silk, a queen of the garden. The lilies were stately trumpets, alabaster chalices, perfume candles. The daisies were sunshine on a stem, the simple grace eyes of the meadow. Dahlias were a vibrant tapestry of passion and delight. They had lust for life. The orchids were exotic dancers, whispers of the jungle, elegance personified. The tulips were teardrops of heaven, euphoria of kisses, a riot of color, nature's artistry. The sunflowers were golden giants, radiant faces turned to the sun, nature's beacons. Mother Nature was far from disappointed with the choices she had made, but the girl's beauty put all of them in the shade. She was so beautiful, she wasn't allowed to go to a market. Men looked at her and their heart exploded inside their chest like a grenade. Her parents kept her away from social events. The girl felt like sort of betrayed. Her beauty prevented her from attending festivals and social gatherings. She didn't have friends. Her friends were a butterfly whom she named Jenny, and a hummingbird who she called Tommy. They accompanied her, they followed her wherever she went, even though she was doomed to a life of loneliness. She thought she could never be happier with the way things turned out. The road rose to meet her. The wind was always at her back, the sunshine warm upon her face, the rain fell soft upon her fields, the flowers filled her heart with joy, the birds sang for her. God held her in the palm of his hand. However, there was something missing in her life. She craved human connection. One day she went too deep in the forest. She saw a hyena and ran as fast as she could. The hyena chased her. The girl fell in the mud. The hyena got closer to eat her. Out of nowhere came a young man and chased the hyena away with a stick. He gave her a helping hand. She got up and stood on 2 feet. She thought he was handsome. She liked him a lot. To her surprise, his heart didn't explode. Was he immune to her charms? Maybe he was, or maybe he didn't have a heart. Nonetheless, she quickly walked away. The girl returned to her house, looked at her face in the mirror. Her face was covered with mud. It explained why the boy's heart didn't explode. Could this be the answer to her prayer? Baby, I don't want you to stop thinking life is a fairy tale. I'm learning how to inhale and exhale. You're so beautiful, I feel like I could die at any moment. Love might cause my heart to fail. It's already pale. It has lost a lot of blood, and my soul could burst inside my heart into shakes of a lamb's tail. Every time I look at your eyes, I'll sail around the universe before I get blown away. She painted her face with mud and went to a festival. She had a good time, she was free despite the fact some kids shied away from her in fear. They thought she was a little bit daunting, poor and dirty. They made fun of her, but it didn't bother her at all. She sang, she danced, she ate tasty foods, and she watched all kinds of colorful people, men and women dancing, smiling, laughing, and enjoying their outings. The men's hearts didn't explode. Tommy and Jenny were with her as well, but they kept their distance from the crowd. They knew she was hard enough to melt hell. They thought she did a good job hiding it. They hoped true love would break the spell. Still the spotlight was on her. There were artistic display of jewelries, antique sculptures and paintings. She brought a pair of earrings. She then saw a painting of her with muddy face. It was drawn by the young man in the forest. He recognized her, and he extended a hand to ask her to dance. She took his hand. They came to the open floor and danced like two butterflies that had known each other their whole lives. He told her that she was one of the most beautiful girls that he had ever seen in his life. She couldn't help it. She blushed in beauty. Suddenly it started raining. The girl panicked. The rain was about to wash the mud from her face. She told him that she was needed at home, excused him and left in haste. As the rain poured down from heaven, she had dropped one of her earrings. The boy wanted to make sure that she made it home okay. He picked up the earring and followed her. She was his happy place. He walked at a fast pace. The girl arrived home safe and sound. Baby, I don't want you to stop thinking life is a fairy tale. I'm learning how to inhale and exhale. You're so beautiful. I feel like I could die at any moment. Love might cause my heart to fail. It's already pale. It has lost a lot of blood, and my soul could burst inside my heart into shakes of a lamb's tail. Every time I look at your eyes, I'll sail around the universe before I get blown away in the gale. It's well with my soul, and it'd be a lie if I say that my heart bleeds for you to no avail. I found my holy grail. May your heart be filled with love and laughter. You'll always be my happily ever after. I love you forever and ever and ever. Yet the rain had completely washed the mud from her face. The boy approached her to give her the earring. He saw her natural beauty. It defied gravity, magic and common sense. His heart exploded inside his body and died in her arms in a state of grace. His soul entered heaven and danced with the stars in space. She planted a kiss on his lips and brought him back to life. The boy wanted to know what was going on. She told him that she was cursed. She was not a swan, her beauty was dangerous. A gorgeous sunset that was mistaken for a dawn. It brought up darkness, it killed men like an earthquake in Iran. The boy heard the story, but he thought it was a fable. Her mother used to be a maid. She worked at the palace. She was dazzling, she was kind. She had an analytical mind. The king was attracted to her. She adored him too. He was brave, he was fair. Love was in the air. They had an affair. She bore him a beautiful daughter. She had a radiant skin, mesmerizing eyes and striking hair. She was a melody that captivates the soul. She was a radiant sunrise. She was stunning and rare. The king wanted to keep it secret. The situation needed to be handled with the utmost care. But the queen found out about it, she kicked the maid out of the palace, as if she committed a treason. Yet she chose to adopt the girl, she had her own reason. Her beauty was like a gentle rain, washing away the world's harshness. She was the dawn breaking, painting the sky with her radiance. Her smile was a summer breeze, carrying joy and warmth. Her eyes were like deep oceans, holding secrets and mysteries. The queen pretended to like her. Maybe she didn't want to make a scene, or maybe she needed her. She was up to something. The queen was jealous and her heart was green. Soon the king found out that the queen was a witch. She caught her eating one of her servants' heart to restore her beauty. It was one of the most disturbing things that he had ever seen. He banished her from the kingdom. He thought she was mean. However, the witch cursed his daughter. Whoever sees her and falls in love with her beauty, their heart would explode inside their chest, and they'd die. The king loved his daughter with all his heart. He'd do everything in his power to protect her. She was his butterfly, but his generals and top advisors fell in love with her beauty, and their heart burst inside their chest and died. His kingdom began to collapse. The guards in the palace ran away in disarray. Everything went astray. The king wasn't feeling okay. He had seen better days. He thought that it was one of the early prophecies of doomsday. It seemed that he had nothing to say. He just wanted her to go away. The king had no choice but to expel her from the palace. He vowed to restore order in a couple of days. He hoped to gain his citizens' trust before the month of May, and the princess would find a way. In addition, there was a rumor that her grandfather was a sorcerer. He sold his soul to the devil to gain magical power and destroy the kingdom. He was a bad guy. His daughter, the princess' mother, was a spy. The princess was nothing but a cancer. She was eating away the kingdom like a pie. The king believed the lie and cut ties with her. He completely abandoned the princess. He didn't even say bye. He no longer considered her his daughter. She was a distant star in the night sky. They all left her high and dry. She resided in the garden with her mother and stepfather out of necessity. Her beauty grew each day. She wasn't allowed to leave the garden, prohibited from attending public gatherings. She possessed a beauty that words could not truly capture. Her loveliness was a tapestry woven with threads of kindness and compassion. Meanwhile, the witch believed that she could return back to the palace. Her spiritual advisor told her all she had to do was kill the princess and eat her heart. She'd transform into the most beautiful woman in the solar system. It helped her ease the tension. Nobody would resist her beauty. She could easily win the king's affection. She'd rule the world. She could make men do anything for her. She'd get their attention. The witch had the power to transform into a rat, a snake, a hyena, a wolf and a dragon. The hyena that came to eat her in the forest was the witch. Baby, I don't want you to stop thinking life is a fairy tale. I'm learning how to inhale and exhale. You're so beautiful. I feel like I could die at any moment. Love might cause my heart to fail. It's already pale. It has lost a lot of blood, and my soul could burst inside my heart in two shakes of a lamb's tail. Every time I look at your eyes, I sail around the universe before I get blown away in the gale. It's well with my soul and it'd be a lie if I say that my heart bleeds for you to no avail. I found my holy grail. May your heart be filled with love and laughter. You'll forever and ever. Looked at the princess in the eyes. The boy thought that she was a sculpture carved by the gods, flawless in every detail. Her presence was a symphony, a harmonious blend of grace and strength. She was a masterpiece, a work of art that left him breathless. Her beauty was a beacon, guiding lost souls to a place of peace. She was a melody that played on repeat in the chambers of his heart. Her spirit shined brighter than any star, illuminating the darkest nights. She was more breathtaking than any sunset or sunrise that he had ever seen in his life. Grabbed a pitchfork and threatened to inflict injury upon her. He'd hurt her if she didn't leave the princess alone. The witch transformed into a dragon and attacked both of them. The dragon scratched the princess in the neck. The boy stabbed the witch with the pitchfork and killed her. However, the princess fell unconscious. The witch had poison in her nails. It was his turn to save her. He planted a kiss on her lips and restored her to health. The scars in her neck magically healed. The spell was broken. They got married and lived happily ever after. Baby, I don't want you to stop thinking life is a fairy tale. I'm learning how to inhale and exhale. You're so beautiful, I feel like I could die at any moment. Love might cause my heart to fail. It's already pale. It has lost a lot of blood, and my soul could burst inside my heart in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Every time I look at your eyes, I sail around the universe before I get blown away in the gale. It's well with my soul, and it'd be a lie if I say that my heart bleeds for you to no avail. I found my holy grail. May your heart be filled with love and laughter. You'll always be my happily ever after. I love you forever and ever. Thinking life is a fairy tale. I'm learning how to inhale and exhale. You're so beautiful, I feel like I could die at any moment. Love might cause my heart to fail. It's already pale. It has lost a lot of blood, and my soul could burst inside my heart in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Every time I look at your eyes, I'll sail around the universe before I get blown away in the gale. It's well with my soul, and it'd be a lie if I say that my heart bleeds for you to no avail. I found my holy grail. May your heart be filled with love and laughter. You'll always be my happily ever after. I love you forever and ever and ever. I love you forever and ever.